The sun scorches the savanna, stretching shadows between the withered shrubs. This is not a land of mercy. Each passing day is a battle for survival. Lone predators, warriors who reject the support of a pack. Skilled hunters with unmatched mastery in the art of the chase. Can solitude be the key to survival for a predator in the unforgiving wild? Before we dive into the answer, tell us where you're watching from in the comments. Welcome to Wild Savannah. Lone predators in the fight for survival. The scorching heat blankets the savanna, turning the ground into a fiery tapestry. A gentle breeze sweeps through the low-lying shrubs, carrying the scent of dry earth and the presence of lone predators. The honey badger moves slowly, nose to the ground, sniffing for the faintest sign of life. A subtle shift in the sand. A mole snake slithers, trying to disappear. Farther across the grasslands, a cheetah presses its body low to the ground, holding its breath, every step calculated. Its eyes lock onto a Thompson's gazelle, unaware, grazing peacefully. Meanwhile, a leopard watches silently from the heights of a tree. It has waited for hours, patience unbroken, for the perfect moment to strike. In the unforgiving savanna, lone predators fight every day to survive. Solitude grants them freedom, but it comes with relentless challenges. A single wound can tip the balance of life. A failed hunt can mean the loss of critical energy. A sudden, explosive movement. The leopard launches from the branch, claws sinking deep into its prey. There is no escape. The chase is merciless, lasting mere seconds. It all ends with a flawless takedown, precision in every movement. The serpent's fangs are merely desperate attempts at defense. With powerful strikes, razor-sharp claws grip tight, and lethal teeth sink into the snake's neck. Within moments, the struggle is over. Without a pack to share the burden, solitary predators must face every challenge alone. But it is this very hardship that forges the most elite warriors of the wild. Shaped by the hands of nature, they have mastered the art of survival in one of the most competitive and unforgiving ecosystems on Earth. Who do you think is the most powerful solitary predator of the savanna? Drop your answer in the comments before we reveal the truth in this video. The African savanna stretches endlessly to the horizon, where scorching winds sweep up dust and the distinct smoky scent of sun-scorched grass. This vast ecosystem covers approximately 65% of Africa's landmass. Extending from the Sahel below the Sahara Desert down to regions with moderate rainfall. A land of boundless grasslands, scattered shrubs, and ancient baobab trees standing tall like silent giants. It is one of the most vital ecosystems on the continent, home to millions of creatures that have evolved to thrive in nature's relentless challenge. The African savanna is far more than just a vast expanse of grass dotted with scattered shrubs. It is an immense, ever-changing landscape that stretches from 15 degrees north to 30 degrees south latitude. The African savanna spans much of Kenya, Tanzania, Botswana, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Zambia, and Angola, reaching westward into Guinea, Ghana, Nigeria, Chad, and Sudan, before extending into the Ethiopian highlands. Its terrain is far from uniform, stretching for thousands of miles across open grasslands, dense shrublands, and seasonal wetlands. The savanna is not only diverse in its geography, but is also shaped by an unforgiving climate. Annual rainfall ranges from 20 to 50 inches, but it is never evenly distributed. Some years the rains arrive early, breathing life into the plains. Grass flourishes and wildlife revels in the abundance of food. But in other years, drought lingers, as the long-anticipated rains fail to arrive on time. The earth cracks under the relentless sun. Daytime temperatures can soar past 100 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to draw moisture from the ground, leaving behind hardened antelope tracks and the winding trails of snakes slithering across sun-baked sands. By night, temperatures drop to 68 degrees Fahrenheit or lower, a stark contrast to the searing heat of the day. Waterholes begin to shrink. Herds of wildebeests have no choice but to journey dozens of miles in search of water. Predators lurk near the last remaining pools, where every creature that dares to drink walks the fine line between life and death. The Okavango Delta, a marvel in the heart of the Kalahari Desert, is one of the rare places on Earth where a river never meets the sea. Each year, rains from the Angolan highlands send floodwaters surging through the Okavango River, transforming the dry plains into a vast wetland. Further east, the Serengeti unfolds like a golden ocean. Vast grasslands stretch endlessly to the horizon, rippling beneath the scorching winds. Each year, this land bears witness to one of the most awe-inspiring migrations on Earth. Millions of zebras, wildebeests, and gazelles travel hundreds of miles in search of fresh grazing lands. And with them comes a feast for the apex predators that call this land home. There is nowhere else on Earth quite like the African savanna, a land that is both harsh and teeming with life. A place where every gust of wind carries the stories of survival, of hunters and hunted locked in an ancient struggle. Here, nature's challenges are not merely obstacles, but the very force that drives evolution and adaptation, shaping some of the most resilient creatures on the planet. Beyond the vast, untamed horizon, the African savanna is the domain of lone predators. Creatures without packs, without allies, relying solely on themselves to survive. With no support from a group, they must perfect every skill, turning each hunt into a battle of strategy, where survival hangs in the balance. Speed, patience, strength. Each must be honed to absolute perfection. Every solitary hunter in the savanna has its own strategy, yet all play a crucial role in the delicate balance of the food chain. Without them, herbivore populations would surge unchecked, disrupting the ecosystem. Their hunts are not merely acts of survival, but also serve to remove the weak and diseased from prey populations. This natural selection ensures that only the strongest individuals continue to reproduce, helping to maintain the equilibrium of nature. The African savanna is more than just an endless sea of grass. Beneath its cracked, sun-baked soil, a hidden world thrives, a miniature ecosystem operating in constant motion. More than 1,000 termite species construct towering mounds, some reaching 10 feet high, fortresses designed to withstand the relentless heat. Ant colonies march in endless lines, tirelessly foraging for food, while butterflies with vibrant, delicate wings flit between tiny wildflowers, playing their part in the natural cycle of pollination. As the wind rustles through the low shrubs of the scrubland, a pair of sharp eyes watches every movement in the darkness. A serval waits patiently, concealed within the sparse grass, its tall ears standing alert, tuned to the faintest sounds. In the world of this small yet formidable feline, adaptation is the key to survival. The ancestors of the serval first emerged during the Pliocene epoch, over 5 million years ago, a time when Africa's ecosystems were undergoing dramatic transformations. Dense forests began to shrink, making way for the expanding grasslands and vast scrublands. In this shifting landscape, wild felines were forced to adapt. A new evolutionary branch appeared, one that developed a slender frame and longer legs, allowing for greater agility across the open plains. From this lineage came the serval, one of the most ancient wildcats still in existence, closely related to the caracal and the African golden cat. The serval is primarily a solitary creature. It does most of its hunting at dawn and dusk, when the light is low and prey is most active. However, if necessary, it can adapt its schedule, hunting during the day or night, depending on environmental conditions and prey availability. Its diet is highly diverse, consisting of rodents, birds, amphibians, and even small reptiles. During the dry months, when water sources become scarce, the serval digs for insects or tracks hidden reptiles seeking shelter beneath the earth. As the savanna expanded, the serval evolved into a specialized predator, perfectly suited for the scrubland, where low-lying shrubs and tall grasses provide ample cover. A master of patience, it can wait for hours, detecting the slightest movement of a gerbil beneath the leaf litter. Weighing between 19 to 40 pounds and measuring around 23 inches in body length, the serval is not a large cat. But instead of relying on sheer size, it possesses a perfectly proportioned body for high-speed hunting. The sunlight spills over the scrubland, casting scattered patches of light and shadow across the parched earth. Unlike the open grasslands of the Serengeti, where every creature is exposed, the scrubland is a natural labyrinth. A leopard moves through the shifting shadows, using the terrain to stalk its prey unnoticed. Its rosette-patterned coat blends seamlessly with the dappled earth and fallen leaves, rendering it nearly invisible. When the moment arrives, the predator bursts from the thicket, launching itself at the prey's nape with a precise, calculated strike. With this lightning-fast ambush strategy, the leopard boasts a hunting success rate of 38 to 40%, higher than even the lions, the so-called kings of the savannah. Since ancient times, the leopard has been a symbol of adaptation and survival in the wild. Its ancestors emerged around 2 to 3 million years ago, evolving alongside relatives such as lions and jaguars. As Earth's ecosystems changed, forests receding and grasslands expanding, large cats were forced to either adapt or vanish. Some species, like lions, developed strength in numbers, forming powerful prides. Others became solitary hunters, relying on patience and ambush tactics. The leopard chose the second path, becoming a master of stealth and silent hunting. As a solitary and highly adaptable predator, it thrives across a vast range of environments. The leopard is the embodiment of precision and efficiency in the art of hunting. A fully grown male can weigh between 80 to 200 pounds, while females, being smaller, range from 60 to 130 pounds. Their body length extends from 4.25 to 6.25 feet, excluding their 3-foot-long tail, which serves as a crucial tool for balance and agility over rugged terrain. The scrubland provides an ideal hunting ground for the leopard. Unlike predators that rely on sheer force, the leopard thrives on patience. Its sharp gaze scans the sparse vegetation, waiting for the perfect moment. Waiting is an art, and the leopard is its master. In the shade of thick bushes and scattered trees, the leopard moves undetected, its presence hidden from even the most watchful prey. Its exceptional night vision allows it to track movement even in near-total darkness. Each step is silent, each muscle tensed, as it closes the distance with its target. 33 feet. This is the ideal striking range. The leopard does not rush. It lowers itself into the brush, feeling the pounding rhythm of life just ahead. Then, the moment arrives, a powerful surge forward. With the ability to leap up to 10 feet high and 20 feet forward, the prey has no time to react. A precise bite to the throat, and the hunt is over. No struggle, no chaos, no wasted energy. More than just a top predator, the leopard plays a vital role in the scrubland ecosystem. By controlling populations of rodents, small antelopes, and other herbivores, it helps maintain the balance of vegetation and the greater food chain. Without them, prey species would multiply unchecked, disrupting the ecosystem and altering the delicate equilibrium of life. The leopard is more than just a predator. It is a master of survival. In this unforgiving world, it must rely on intelligence, speed, and strategy to protect itself. Every hunt is not just a chase for prey. It is a battle against scavengers lurking nearby, waiting to steal its kill. The treetops are the safest refuge. With a body built for unparalleled climbing ability, the leopard can haul prey weighing over 150 pounds up more than 20 feet into the branches. A skill few predators can match. No fights, no competition, just climb, look down, and ignore the chaos below. By day, the leopard rests in the cool shade of the treetops, where the sun cannot scorch its body and ground predators cannot follow. By night, as darkness blankets the savannah, it becomes an invisible hunter. No sound, no trace. The stealth master of the savannah continues its relentless journey of survival in a world where only the cleverest endure. The endless grasslands of the open savanna stretch far beyond the horizon, where the scorching sun beats down on the earth all day long, broken only by scattered clusters of low shrubs. In this exposed landscape, survival does not favor the slow. Here, speed is everything. And in this world, no predator is more perfectly designed for the chase than the cheetah, a hunter with a remarkable success rate of up to 50% on the savanna. It is a creature built for breathtaking pursuit, only 2.2 seconds to close in on its prey. Just 4 strides and the cheetah reaches top speed. And in the ultimate race for survival, the fastest predator on the planet claims its prize. The history of this feline is not just a tale of heart-pounding chases. It began millions of years ago when the ancestors of the cheetah emerged in a world of constant change. Fossils dating back 2.5 million years reveal that early relatives of the cheetah once roamed not just Africa, but also Asia and Europe. Unlike the lion, which hunts in coordinated prides, or the leopard, a master of silent ambush, the cheetah was never built for brute strength. Its body was not designed for combat, but rather for explosive acceleration, reaching top speed in the shortest time possible. Every aspect of its anatomy is engineered for velocity, making it the fastest land animal on Earth. The cheetah's physique is strikingly different from other big cats. Its frame is long, slender, and built for power without excess weight. Measuring between 3.6 to 4.9 feet in body length, with an additional 2 to 2.6 foot tail, it uses its tail as a counterbalance, helping maintain stability at extreme speeds. Weighing between 77 to 143 pounds, it is significantly lighter than lions or leopards, minimizing drag and maximizing agility. Speed is not just about muscle power. It also requires an elite oxygen delivery system. A smaller skull allows for an enlarged nasal cavity, maximizing oxygen intake during high-speed chases. A larger heart and lungs pump oxygen-rich blood at an accelerated rate, keeping muscles fueled for short bursts of intense activity. Because of this high-performance system, cheetahs can maintain top speeds for up to 1,500 feet before needing to slow down to prevent exhaustion. But despite its incredible speed, the cheetah is one of the most vulnerable big cats in the savanna ecosystem. Around 90% of cubs do not survive to adulthood, often falling prey to lions, hyenas, or succumbing to starvation. Even fully grown cheetahs face constant threats. If they lose their ability to hunt due to injury or old age, survival becomes nearly impossible. The wild population has dwindled to around 6,700 individuals, a concerningly low number. With habitat loss, human-wildlife conflict, and poaching, the future of the species is more fragile than ever. Unlike lions, which have the protection of a pride, the cheetah lives alone, hunting and facing dangers on its own. In the relentless world of the savanna, where the strong are always waiting to take from the weak, cheetahs often lose their kills to hyenas or lions moments after securing them. To minimize this risk, they must eat quickly, sometimes consuming their prey within minutes, before larger predators arrive. The constant threat from competing predators may have driven the cheetah's unique lifestyle. Most female cheetahs live solitary lives, staying with their cubs only until they become independent. A single female can have a territory spanning 300 to 800 square miles, constantly moving to hunt and find safe spaces for her offspring. For the first 18 to 24 months, cubs closely follow their mother, observing prey, practicing their first chases, and refining their survival skills. But once they reach adulthood, they must leave her side, facing a dangerous world alone. Females typically continue a nomadic life. Male cheetahs, however, have another option. They can remain solitary or form coalitions. These coalitions usually consist of 2 to 5 males, often siblings. This cooperative strategy offers significant advantages. Together, coalition members can defend their territory more effectively, fending off stronger rivals like spotted hyenas and even wandering lions. A lone male can be easily displaced or have his kills stolen, but in a coalition, they can hold a hunting range of 15 to 30 square miles, maintaining control over a stable food supply. This reduces competition and improves their survival chances in an ecosystem where every meal is a battle. Unlike lions or spotted hyenas, which primarily hunt at night, the cheetah chooses to hunt in daylight to minimize encounters with larger predators that could easily steal its meal. But even without competition from stronger hunters, the cheetah faces another challenge. Speed cannot last forever. Every cheetah hunt is a race against time. When spotting prey, it does not immediately give chase. Instead, it maintains distance, moving slowly and strategically, using tall grass and the natural contours of the land to remain hidden. Every movement is carefully calculated to avoid alerting the prey. Only when the distance shrinks to 50 to 100 feet does the cheetah unleash its sprint. In just 3 seconds, the cheetah can reach 60 miles per hour, making it the fastest land animal on Earth. Each stride covers over 25 feet, resembling a powerful leap forward. Its long tail, nearly 2.6 feet in length, acts as a rudder, allowing sharp turns even at top speed. But speed alone is not enough. Timing and striking distance are everything. If the prey is not brought down within 650 to 980 feet, the cheetah's body begins to overheat, forcing it to abandon the chase. The final pounce is the defining moment. Its semi-retractable claws provide extra grip, ensuring perfect traction for the split-second takedown. If successful, the cheetah quickly delivers a suffocating bite to the throat, ending the hunt. But if it fails, another opportunity may not come for days. Cheetahs do not always hunt alone. Coalitions significantly increase hunting success rates and help defend territory from rivals. In a group hunt, they rely not only on speed, but also on coordination, working together to corner prey and limit escape routes. Under these conditions, their success rate rises to nearly 60%, almost double that of a solo hunt. But whether hunting alone or in a coalition, the cheetah never truly owns its kill. Scavengers like spotted hyenas and lions are always nearby, waiting for a chance to steal the meal won through sheer effort and exhaustion. If danger arises, the cheetah must make an instant decision, fight for its kill or flee to survive. In most cases, The cheetah has no choice but to surrender its kill. A direct confrontation with a hyena or a lion is simply not an option. Even a minor injury could cost it its greatest advantage: speed. What do you think matters more in the wild, speed or strength? Share your thoughts in the comments. Under the vast skies of the savannah, where wildebeest and zebra herds migrate hundreds of miles each year, a small yet resilient predator has maintained its place for millions of years. The black-backed jackal does not possess the speed of the cheetah or the strength of the lion, but it survives through intelligence, adaptability, and remarkable agility. As a species with a complex social structure, the black-backed jackal typically lives in monogamous pairs or small family groups. This allows them to hunt both solo and cooperatively, sometimes working together to take down larger prey, including young impalas or springboks. However, their diet consists mainly of insects, rodents, hares, and birds. During the dry season, when food becomes scarce, they readily scavenge and even steal from other predators. They have been observed following leopards or hyenas, waiting for the right moment to snatch up leftovers from abandoned kills. Despite being smaller than many predators in the savannah, the black-backed jackal plays a crucial ecological role. They help control rodent and insect populations, preventing the overgrowth of pest species. At the same time, they serve as prey for larger carnivores, including leopards and African wild dogs, maintaining the balance of the ecosystem. Unlike the lush grasslands of the Serengeti or the scattered woodlands of the south, the semi-arid savanna is the boundary between life and death. Cracks stretch across the parched earth, like deep, dry wounds etched into the sun-bleached soil. The heat bears down relentlessly. The dry season lasts for months, and with rainfall below 20 inches per year, only low, hardy vegetation clings to survival. Surviving here requires more than strength. Creatures must be clever, resilient, and more adaptable than anywhere else in the savannah. The oryx is a prime example. Unlike other herbivores that seek shade at midday, its body regulates internal temperature, preventing its brain from overheating, even when the environment reaches 110 degrees Fahrenheit. It does not need daily water sources. Instead, it extracts moisture from dry vegetation, surviving for extended periods without drinking. As seasonal streams dry up, the remaining waterholes become hotspots of survival and danger. Predators lie in wait, ready to exploit the desperation of thirsty prey. The merciless conditions of the semi-arid savannah have forged some of the toughest warriors of the wild. There are no lush migrations, no abundance of greenery. Only one rule remains: adapt or be eliminated. Hidden in the shade of sun-scorched rocks, an ancient predator watches its surroundings with careful intent. This is the savanna monitor, a powerful reptile that thrives in arid landscapes, where rock crevices and burrows provide essential shelter. During the day, it spends long hours basking in the sun, absorbing the heat needed for survival. When temperatures become too extreme, it retreats into rock fissures or burrows into soft soil, cooling itself from the relentless heat. Unlike many reptiles that depend on water-rich environments, the savanna monitor is an opportunistic hunter, seizing any available food source. Its diet consists of insects, rodents, eggs, birds, smaller reptiles, and even carrion when necessary. With its long, forked tongue, it functions as a chemical sensor, detecting hidden prey even beneath the scorching sand. When the hunt begins, it strikes swiftly, using sharp teeth to clamp down and swallow its prey whole in a single decisive bite. The parched lands of the semi-arid savanna stretch endlessly beneath the scorching sun. Survival here does not belong to the strongest or the fastest, but to the most resilient. And among the toughest survivors, a small yet fearless creature has thrived for millions of years. The honey badger, also known as the ratel, may not rule the savanna, but it is one of the hardest creatures to defeat. The compact yet powerful body of the honey badger is a perfect design for survival. An adult honey badger measures between 23 to 28 inches in length, with a weight ranging from 11 to 35 pounds. Its coarse, silver-grey fur on the back contrasts with the jet-black underside, creating a natural camouflage that helps it blend seamlessly into the arid savanna landscape. Speed is not its strength, but endurance and intelligence are. It maximizes its digging ability and powerful jaws, allowing it to crush through bones and shells with ease. Its diet is incredibly diverse, including rodents, birds, eggs, reptiles, insects, and even carrion when food is scarce. However, what makes the honey badger most famous is its fearless ability to hunt venomous snakes. Puff adders, which instill fear in most animals, are nothing more than a routine meal for the honey badger. When faced with a venomous snake, it does not strike immediately. Instead, it uses its claws to pin the prey down, rolling it on the ground to neutralize its defenses before delivering the final blow. Uniquely, the honey badger possesses a remarkable resistance to toxins, allowing it to recover quickly even after a venomous bite. True to its name, the honey badger is also notorious for raiding beehives for honey. It has a mutualistic relationship with the greater honey guide, a bird that leads it to bee colonies. The honey badger breaks open the hive, feeding on the honey, while the honey guide consumes the leftover wax and larvae. Despite enduring hundreds of stings from the African honeybee, its thick skin shields it from most of the pain, making it one of the few animals that can withstand such an attack. The honey badger, renowned as one of Africa's most fearless animals, has turned this harsh environment into its own domain. Its thick, loose skin is one of its most crucial defense mechanisms. When threatened, it growls with a deep, guttural tone, raises its fur to appear larger, and prepares for a relentless battle. With skin up to 0.25 inches thick, it can withstand bites from top predators, while also being flexible enough to twist and counterattack even when firmly grasped. The dry winds sweep across the semi-arid savanna, where cracked earth stretches endlessly under the scorching sun. Scattered low-lying trees offer only fleeting patches of shade, barely enough to break the harshness of this barren land. In this relentless world, one small creature has evolved a completely different strategy to survive the challenges of the savanna. This is the meerkat, a social animal that lives in groups but often hunts alone. The timeline of the meerkat traces back to its ancient ancestors within the Herpestidae family, a group closely related to mongooses. Fossils found in southern Africa indicate that the meerkat's ancestors adapted to semi-arid environments at an early stage. As dense forests receded and grasslands expanded, they left humid regions behind, venturing into drier lands where the sun blazed during the day and cold gripped the night. The meerkat is one of the most agile and intelligent creatures in this harsh landscape. Its body is small, yet highly flexible. An adult meerkat measures between 9.6 to 11.4 inches in length, weighing only around 1.6 pounds. Its sand-colored fur, streaked with dark stripes along its back, provides natural camouflage, allowing it to blend seamlessly into the surrounding environment. Its large, round eyes, encircled by dark fur, help reduce glare, giving it better vision under the intense savanna sunlight. Despite its short legs, the meerkat is incredibly strong, equipped with long, sharp claws, essential tools for digging and uncovering prey hidden beneath the dry earth. The semi-arid savanna is not an easy place to find food, but the meerkat has adapted with a highly varied diet. It hunts insects, lizards, snakes, small mammals, birds, and eggs. With its keen sense of smell, it can detect prey beneath the sandy soil in seconds, swiftly digging it out with its sharp claws. Uniquely, meerkats can hunt venomous scorpions thanks to their immunity to certain toxins. Before eating, they roll their prey on the ground, effectively disabling its venom. For hard-shelled beetles, they use their front paws to slam them against rocks, breaking the tough exterior before consuming the meal. This expands their food sources while reducing competition with other predators, ensuring their survival in the savanna's unforgiving conditions. Under the blazing sun of the semi-arid savanna, where daytime temperatures can surpass 104 degrees Fahrenheit and water is a rare luxury, the meerkat has evolved an extraordinary survival system. Unlike other solitary predators, meerkats do not rely on speed or strength. Instead, they depend on unity and collective defense strategies to endure the harsh challenges of this environment. When one team hunts for food, others stand watch. They rise up on their hind legs, their dark eyes gleaming under the sun, scanning for movement in the sky and across the land. Any sign of danger is communicated immediately. Their warning system is so sophisticated that it can distinguish between different threats. A martial eagle triggers a completely different alarm call than a black-backed jackal or a Cape cobra. Upon hearing the alert, young meerkats instantly dive into the burrows, while the adults gather together, standing tall in a defensive posture, ready to fight back if necessary. This seamless coordination minimizes risk and casualties in the harsh savanna environment. As the scattered grasslands fade, the woodland savanna emerges, with towering trees stretching for miles, creating an entirely different ecosystem. Temperatures range between 68 degrees Fahrenheit to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, while annual rainfall reaches 20 to 50 inches. This higher precipitation sustains a rich network of vegetation and a more abundant water supply compared to the open grassland or semi-arid savanna. The tall trees reshape the survival strategies of wildlife. In the canopy, vervet monkeys navigate effortlessly, leaping over 30 feet between branches in search of fruits, seeds, and tender leaves. On the forest floor, duikers and steenboks, two of Africa's smallest antelope species, rely on speed and incredible jumping ability to evade predators. There is no single dominant strategy for survival. Every species must adapt to the woodland terrain, from the ground to the treetops and even the skies. to endure the relentless challenges of nature. The scattered canopy of the woodland savanna stretches under a gentler sunlight, contrasting with the exposed open grassland. The dry soil, layered with fallen leaves and insect remains, creates an ideal hunting ground for small yet highly intelligent predators. Among the tall grasses and rugged tree trunks, a band of banded mongooses weaves through the undergrowth, scouring for small prey while maintaining the delicate balance of the ecosystem. As a member of the Herpestidae family, the banded mongoose is closely related to the meerkat. However, instead of thriving in arid, open landscapes, it has adapted to regions with denser vegetation. With a wide distribution spanning from Gambia to Ethiopia and as far south as South Africa, the banded mongoose flourishes in the woodland savanna. This environment offers ample shade to escape the intense heat and plentiful hiding spots to protect the group from predators. They live in small groups, forage collectively, but each individual hunts independently, ensuring an efficient survival strategy in this challenging terrain. Active primarily in the early morning and late afternoon, the banded mongoose spends most of its time searching for food. Constantly on the move, it sniffs the ground, using its sharp claws to dig through dry grass layers or hollow tree crevices. Its keen sense of smell allows it to detect prey hidden beneath the soil. The banded mongoose has a compact yet highly flexible body. It measures between 12 to 18 inches in length, weighing around 3 to 5 pounds, light enough to navigate dense vegetation without making noise. Its grayish-brown fur, marked with dark horizontal stripes along its back, provides natural camouflage in the dry grasslands. Despite having short legs, they are strong and agile, equipped with sharp claws, effective for digging and attacking small prey. When hunting hard-shelled insects like beetles or millipedes, it employs a unique strategy, smashing its prey against rocks to break the tough exoskeleton before eating. But its diet extends beyond insects. The banded mongoose preys on rodents, amphibians, reptiles, and even small snakes. Thanks to its specialized immune system, it possesses resistance to many types of venom, allowing it to consume snakes that most other animals avoid. In times of food scarcity, it expands its hunting range, targeting bird eggs, fruits, and occasionally stealing food from smaller creatures. The banded mongoose plays a vital ecological role in the woodland savanna. It controls insect and rodent populations, maintaining ecosystem balance. At the same time, it serves as prey for larger predators, forming a crucial link in the food chain. Yet, even in a dangerous environment, it continues to thrive, adapt, and sustain one of the most effective hunting strategies in Africa's savanna. Leaving behind the wooded savannas, we enter a landscape that never remains the same. The seasonal wetlands of the African savanna. This ever-changing environment transforms with the seasons, shifting from shimmering lakes reflecting the blue sky during the rainy season to cracked, barren land under the grip of drought. With rainfall fluctuating between 20 to 50 inches per year, these wetlands undergo a harsh cycle of change, forcing all species within them to adapt in order to survive. As the first rains fall, the parched earth quickly gives way to sprawling wetlands. Water floods low-lying areas, temporarily turning them into a paradise for creatures reliant on aquatic habitats. Hippopotamuses find a perfect refuge, submerging in the cool water to escape the savanna's extreme heat. At the same time, African jacanas, with their long legs and wide toes, seem to glide across floating vegetation. The saddle-billed stork, with its striking black and white plumage and vivid red beak, patiently stalks fish trapped in the shallow waters. This ecosystem becomes a crucial link in the savanna, attracting hundreds of migratory bird species to feed and breed. Beneath the surface, life explodes exponentially. Amphibians like the African bullfrog take full advantage of the moist conditions to reproduce. Their eggs hatch into tadpoles within days, racing to mature before the dry season arrives. Fish and insects flourish, creating a rich food source for birds and reptiles. Predators soon follow. The Nile crocodile, an ancient apex hunter, glides through the murky waters, waiting silently for an unsuspecting victim. But this paradise is short-lived. As the dry season sets in, the water begins to retreat. Once vast lakes shrink into shallow pools and then disappear entirely. This harsh transformation forces all species to develop highly flexible survival strategies. Some rely on migration, always staying near the richest water sources. Others have evolved hibernation techniques or physiological adaptations to withstand the extreme dryness. Here, survival is not just about hunting or escaping predators. It is a battle against nature itself, where only those who adapt can endure the cycles of drought and rain. The calm waters of the seasonal wetlands reflect the vast blue sky, stretching endlessly above. Gentle winds stir the aquatic grasses, their blades swaying over the still surface below. Beneath this serene exterior, lungfish, water snakes, and amphibians move unaware that one of Africa's most enigmatic predators is lurking nearby. In the heart of the marsh, a tall, motionless figure stands like a stone statue. The shoebill waits in perfect stillness, anticipating the precise moment to strike and end the hunt in a single motion. The shoebill's body is perfectly engineered for wetland survival. Standing at 4.5 feet tall with an 8-foot wingspan, the shoebill resembles a sculpted statue in the wild, motionless, yet exuding an aura of quiet power. Its long, sturdy legs allow it to remain firmly planted in the soft, muddy terrain, where most birds would sink. A thick layer of skin on its legs provides protection from biting insects and hidden reptiles lurking beneath the water's surface. Its ashen grey feathers offer natural camouflage, blending seamlessly into the surroundings, making it nearly invisible to unsuspecting prey. But the most striking feature of the shoebill is its massive beak, measuring 9 inches long and 4 inches wide, resembling a miniature whale's head. This is not just a tool. It is a precision weapon capable of crushing and swallowing large prey such as lungfish, water snakes, frogs, and even baby crocodiles. Shoebills do not hunt in flocks. They are solitary hunters, each controlling vast territories spanning several square miles. They defend their hunting grounds fiercely, using their signature intimidation display, lowering their head, spreading their wings, and clattering their beak together in a loud, resonant warning. Though not aggressive by nature, they will fight ferociously if their feeding grounds are threatened. Unlike other predatory birds that rely on speed or aerial chases, the shoebill is a master of patience. It can stand motionless for hours, its sharp eyes scanning every ripple in the water. Its hunting strategy is based on precision and surprise. When prey enters its strike zone, the shoebill lunges with astonishing speed, its giant beak snapping shut in a single decisive motion. With a powerful bite, it can instantly immobilize its prey, devouring it whole within moments. The shoebill is currently classified as vulnerable by the IUCN Red List and is protected under CITES Appendix 2, which regulates international trade of the species. Conservation organizations in Uganda, Tanzania, and Zambia are actively working to protect key wetland habitats while monitoring shoebill populations using GPS tracking technology to gain deeper insights into their migration and breeding behaviors. The sky above Africa's seasonal wetlands is a vast expanse of blue, reflecting the morning sun onto the still waters below. Above the treetops and grasslands, a ruler of the skies commands this territory. With broad, powerful wings, it glides effortlessly on rising winds, its sharp eyes scanning for the slightest movement beneath the surface. This is the African fish eagle, a living symbol of Africa's untamed wilderness, a solitary hunter, yet a sovereign force. With razor-sharp vision, the African fish eagle can spot fish movement from as far as 1.2 miles away. When its prey breaks the surface, the eagle dives from heights of 50 to 100 feet, extending its razor-sharp talons forward, snatching the fish before it can react. With an iron grip, the fish has no chance of escape. If the prey is too heavy to lift, the eagle beats its wings against the water, dragging it to shore before consuming it. Though it primarily hunts fish, the African fish eagle is an opportunist. During times of scarce fish populations, it turns to water birds, small mammals, reptiles, and even scavenged carrion. It is also known for kleptoparasitism, a behavior where it steals prey from other birds, such as the Goliath heron or pelican, taking advantage of their hard-earned catch. Nightfall descends upon the savannah, bringing with it a dramatic shift in the ecosystem. The air hums with the chorus of insects, while shadows glide silently through the tall grass. There are no herds for protection, no allies for support. Yet some solitary predators thrive, relying only on their own skill and instinct. Unbound by pack dynamics, these hunters roam freely, selecting their own strategies and claiming their kills without competition. A solitary lifestyle allows predators like the leopard and cheetah to move silently, without alerting any rivals. Hunting alone, they do not need to share their kills, nor do they waste energy in internal battles for food, as hyenas and lions often do. Avoiding pack dynamics also means escaping social tensions. Within a lion pride, males compete for dominance, while females must fight for access to food. But for solitary predators, every decision is their own. The serval, a small but efficient hunter in the savannah, moves independently, targeting rodents, birds, and insects, never having to wait for its turn like those in social hunting groups. The greatest advantage of being a lone hunter is having complete control over territory and resources. A leopard can command a territory spanning dozens of square miles, marking its domain with scent and daily patrols. With no packmates to challenge its rule, it avoids unnecessary conflicts, needing only to defend itself against true threats like hyenas and lions. For the martial eagle, a ruler of the skies, this solitary way of life enables it to scan vast landscapes, controlling its food supply from a distance, free from competition with its own kind. However, solitary living does not always bring advantages. Without a pack, there is no one to help when injured or when food becomes scarce. A weakened cheetah must face old age alone, as speed is no longer its greatest advantage. A leopard wounded in a fight with hyenas may lose its territory, meaning losing its access to prey. A misstep while climbing a tree, a wound from a warthog's tusk, or a counterattack from large prey can spell the end for a solitary leopard. With no allies for support, it must fend for itself against other predators. If it fails to hunt for a few days, its body weakens. In the savannah, the weak have no place. Living alone means there is no one to share a meal with, but also no one to protect when danger strikes. An elderly cheetah, no longer fast enough to chase down prey, will succumb to hunger, becoming an easy target for other predators. A wounded leopard must defend its territory from stronger rivals. No pack, no companions, only itself against the ruthless forces of nature. Yet, in a world where survival is everything, solitary predators continue to hold their ground. Free from the rules of the pack, they control their own destiny, moving independently and shaping their fate in the harsh landscapes of the savannah. No strategy is ever truly perfect. A pack offers strength, but it also comes with obligations. Solitude grants freedom, but it's a double-edged sword. The savannah favors no one. Predators, whether they hunt alone or in groups, must all face nature's harsh reality. The strong endure, while the weak fade away. Which solitary predator do you think has the best chance of survival in the savannah? Share your thoughts in the comments. The scorching sun stretches across the African savannah, heating every blade of grass, evaporating the last remaining waterholes left behind by the short rainy season. This ever-changing ecosystem forces all life forms to either adapt or disappear. For solitary predators like the cheetah, leopard, and honey badger, the struggle is not just against prey or rival hunters, but also against the unforgiving transformations of nature and the growing pressures from human expansion. Climate change is shaking the foundation of the savannah. Rains no longer arrive on time, the dry seasons grow longer, and water sources become scarce. In 2023, extreme drought swept through southern Africa, causing Thompson's gazelle, zebra, and other herbivore populations to plummet rapidly. With fewer prey, predators are forced to travel farther to find food, but greater distances bring greater risks. In a savanna that is shifting, solitary hunters are more vulnerable than ever. The temporary wetlands vanish, leaving behind barren grasslands where cheetahs struggle to use their speed and where leopards find fewer places to conceal themselves among the sparse, withering vegetation. Habitat loss is not only driven by climate change, but also by human expansion. The once vast woodlands and open grasslands are gradually being replaced by settlements, farms, and roads. As agriculture expands, predators are pushed further into the margins, forcing them into increasingly restricted territories. What was once leopard territory is now enclosed by fences. While cheetahs, which require vast open spaces for hunting, are now forced to compete with livestock and face guard dogs protecting sheep herds. Illegal hunting remains a major threat. It's not just elephants and rhinos, even top predators are not safe. Leopards are hunted for their skins, claws, and teeth, while cheetah cubs are captured for the illegal pet trade. According to a 2024 WWF report, wildlife populations worldwide have declined by 69%, with Africa among the most severely affected regions. These pressures have forced solitary predators to adapt in unprecedented ways. The leopard, once a master of concealment, is now forced to venture closer to human areas, hunting small livestock despite the high risk of being spotted and killed. Even the honey badger, famous for its resilience and fearlessness, is now expanding its scavenging range, rummaging through human waste dumps as natural food sources dwindle. No matter how strong or adaptable a species may be, none can survive alone against the combined forces of environmental change and human impact, not without protection. Will the cheetah still race across the vast grasslands in the years to come? Will the leopard still stalk its prey from the dense undergrowth? Will the honey badger continue to face its enemies fearlessly on its path to survival? The answer lies with us, the humans who share this planet. To protect Africa's solitary predators, conservation efforts have intensified, with national parks expanding, breeding programs growing, and anti-poaching technology advancing. Serengeti National Park and Kruger National Park are increasing their protected areas, ensuring safer habitats for wildlife. Cheetah Conservation Fund has successfully boosted population numbers through captive breeding programs before reintroducing them to the wild. AI-powered surveillance cameras and drones are actively reducing illegal poaching, helping to curb wildlife trafficking. But conservation is not just about protection. It's about ensuring that these predators can continue playing their vital roles in the ecosystem. Painted dog conservation in Zimbabwe has demonstrated that wildlife protection and economic development can go hand in hand. By involving local communities in ecotourism and providing support through conservation funds, people are empowered to protect their environment instead of encroaching upon it. The combination of science, technology, and human cooperation is the key to ensuring that Africa's lone hunters still roam freely in the wild. Even small actions can make a huge difference in protecting Africa's solitary predators. Support conservation organizations like WWF, Cheetah Conservation Fund, and Painted Dog Conservation. Have you ever experienced Africa's wild savanna firsthand? Share your knowledge and stories in the comments below. Your experience could inspire more people to join the fight for conservation. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to continue exploring the wonders of wildlife with us. Or keep following the survival journey of Africa's wildlife in Wild Savanna. Survival stories from the heart of Africa. Wild Savanna. The lion's journey to becoming the ruler.